How's it going, guys? This is a 2024 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-6R and I'm on a demo day, and as you can see it's in that lovely 40-year anniversary livery. So this is at Cobb & Jaggers Kawasaki in Bradford, or Shipley should I say. Is it weird to say I'm shitting myself a little bit? Just waiting on the final guy to get on the Ninja 650. So how these demo rides work, they've got, I think there's about 6 of us, plus then 3 guides. I think it's me, am I up? Off we go. It's got a very, very high clutch, compared to mine anyway. Should be a very good experience though, this. Off we go. So just as a starting point, the first thing I notice is the pegs are very high and it's a much more aggressive riding position. But all in all, I don't feel too bad. I mean, I am a lot more bunched up than usual, but I actually don't feel too uncomfortable. I feel okay at the minute. I mean, I have just got on the bike and started riding about 10 seconds ago. But first impressions, what we're reckoning? What's up, brethren? We're in a group of brethren today and we're all in good boy high-vis. I mean, the first thing that stands out for me about this bike is it is stunning. I mean, I am so happy that I've managed to land an opportunity to ride the 40th anniversary livery as well. That's like beyond awesome, because by the looks of it, it's actually one of the only special liveries here. Let's bunch up at the lights, that's what we were instructed. And this lass here to the left of me, one of the guides, just on a ZX-10R. Absolute beast. What a legend. But yeah, so I promised and I have delivered, you see. We've managed to get ourselves out on the 2024 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-6R. This bike caught my eye straight away and I thought, what a great opportunity to try and get out on it. By the sounds of it as well, it's a lovely sounding bike. I mean, to be fair, I've not given it the chance yet because it's not had a proper blast. We've just gone slow speed so far. Thumbs up. The only problem with having the ride starting where we are is genuinely just the roads surrounding it, because the roads surrounding it are very, very much stop, start, and it's such variable speed limit. It's like hard to get into a flow. You know, one thing I never did when I sat on the bikes initially, I never sorted the mirrors out, but they're weirdly perfect. So I've seen this bike get a lot of jip, to be honest. I think it's related to the fact that it's not quite as powerful as its predecessor, which, yeah, granted, is a shame. And I think people are a little bit annoyed that not much has been done to it in terms of upgrading it, the engine upgrade, everything's sort of very, very similar. I suppose you could argue the fact that if something's not broken, why try and fix it? Yeah, I get that. But then also you've got to go, yeah, but I suppose these bikes, they're ever changing, aren't they? The funny thing is, obviously it feels great to me, but it feels great to me simply for the fact that this is actually my first ever experience on a super sport. You know, the fastest bike I have ridden, aside from this, is my Honda CBR 600F. So I'm coming at this from a very, very, very much a novice point of view. Right, can we give it some beans now? Ooh. So my comparison is my Honda CBR 600F, which has 100 brake horsepower. So obviously that's a lot lower than this. I think these sit at around 124 brake horsepower. It's got 0 to 60 of 3.2 seconds. But again, that's very similar to the bike I do ride. But one of the most notable things to start with is this bike is very torquey in comparison to what I've ridden. So I'm really hoping that I can get on a lot more bikes through the years, get reviewing, and I can really start to build up a base of what bikes feel like. Do you know? Because yeah, so far we've not had much here. We're not doing much, but I think we're trying to head towards a little bit more country road type scenario. Oh yes. Whoa, it does sound awesome. It does sound awesome. So it's a 4-cylinder liquid cooled engine, like I said, basically the same as its predecessor. We'll get into the staggered formation. Oh yes, it does sound amazing. Yeah, this probably isn't going to be an intense review of all your specs and stuff, because I'm very much coming into this quite blind. I wanted to sort of come in unbiased. I had seen the reviews around people sort of slating the engine, slating a bit of the speed, why haven't they changed things, but I sort of wanted to ignore that a little bit. Right, we're going right, we're going right. Damn it, I was hoping that was going to head towards the Yorkshire Dales a little bit more, but I suppose they did only say that it's a half an hour 40-minute ride, so it's alright, I know where I am anyway. So really, yeah, coming into this with an unbiased head was one of the main things for me. But it is a right day for it. The front brakes are of high quality, they feel very, very nippy. You know what it gives you the feeling of? It honestly, it just makes you, want to rag it about, it makes you want to ride the balls off of it, just because of that power and how that feels. It just makes you really want to twist the throttle probably a little bit more than you should and get your knee down a little bit more than you're capable. I mean, it helps that I'm in sport mode, because as you can see, you've got I think it's about a 3.5 inch TFT display, clear as day, and you can have the black background with white writing, or the other way, the white background with the black writing, whatever your preference. I think it does look a bit cooler with the black background. Oh, the first hill start. Oh, I just love that pearlescent white. It's just so nice. First hill start, just nailed it, cry. I'm basically a blooming super sport racer. Yeah, because how often do they have hill start? So now that I've been on the bike for maybe about 15-20 minutes, what I can start to notice is that your lower back is definitely starting to be punished. Yeah, you can already feel how committed it is. Now here's the argument against this. So if you want something to rag around a track, I think this, you can't go far wrong with this. And it's a very reasonable price as well, as I'm going to throw up on the screen. When you compare that to some of its competitors, it's a great option if that's what you're after. But road suitability, would you say that this is the bike you'd go for? I think, to be honest, you'd probably be more likely to be wanting to lean towards the bikes that some of the other guys here are on, which is the 2024 Kawasaki Ninja 650, which I have sat on, never ridden, but I've sat on, and yes, they're underpowered compared. It's almost half the horsepower with a very similar sized engine. But would you sacrifice that bit of power for the comfort? It depends what you're doing, I suppose. As a commuter, I'd probably say yes, but as a weekend toy, it's this all day. It is this all day. It's definitely got the kudos as well as this bike. Give the little one a bit of the old rev. Oh, the throttle is just so responsive as well. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this, because now I'm feeling speed that you can. Well, now I'm feeling speed and the next step above my bike, because of course my bike's much more of a sports tourer type seating position, power output. I mean, it's not the worst at 100 horsepower for a 600, you know. It's definitely higher than like the likes of the Ninja 650. Things I do love on bikes like this is you can tell the intent of what they're designing for, because as you can see on the tank, there's like there's a divot in the tank just where your chin on your helmet will sit. Be nice if this trailer wasn't in the way, because this would have been a lovely little bit of road for us. I'm not overly sure where exactly we are on this ride, but it's pretty. It's definitely pretty. You know, I feel like I've not even scratched the surface with the bike and it feels fun. But we were forewarned. No wheelies, no endos, no 130 mile an hour pulls, which this could definitely handle. I believe it's got a top speed of approximately 154 miles per hour. Come on, give it some beans, let's go. Oh, yes please. Oh, it's such a shame. I do know this road, and I know without a car in front of us it would be an absolutely gorgeous road to be flinging bike about. Feels like, again, one of the first days of summer. Give him a nod. Give the 125 Bish a nod, we love it. Oh, I'm going to take my opportunity to book onto any of these. Who knows, it might even be a ZX-10R next. Yeah, so you guys will have to let me know if any of you guys in sort of West Yorkshire area popped down and had a go on the Kawasaki's at Cobb and Jagger in Shipley. Because I know there's a fair few happening. It's an all-day thing. Today's the 11th of May. And I'm pretty sure, you know, they're only like 35-40 minute rides. So they'll probably get through maybe like 9-10 separate rides out today. Oh yeah, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Basically everything's just screaming, I don't want these bikes to be going quick. The universe is talking to us and I'm not liking it. Yeah, again, I'm just gonna reiterate again, the seating position, because it is a lot more committed, it is definitely taking a toll on the back. So for touring, I can't imagine, if you're not the fittest, which I'm certainly not, I can't imagine it is the most amazing. Oh, go on, give it some beans. I can't imagine it's the best situation, which is why you'd probably want to go for something a little bit more comfortable, unless, like I said, you don't mind being in a little bit of a stressed position, you're fit enough. Oh, cattle grids, oh, that's always a good sign. Not when you're on a test ride. I were in too high a gear. I didn't get the pull. I didn't get the proper pull. Another thing, again, in comparison to the CBR 600F that I've got, I think that extra noise that it shouts makes it feel quicker as well. What's up? Makes it feel a lot quicker. It's not, of course, because I felt like I was going really quick then, but then I looked down and I were only at 65 mile an hour. So it's one of those. It's those brakes are awesome. Oh yes. Yes please, yes please. I can't let these guys get away, come on. Literally the people behind have just sort of like dropped back a bit, but you see, ZX-10R, I can't imagine that is the comfiest for your love. I always get this thing on more lent over bikes as well. I start to get pins and needles in my right hand. Like sort of my fingers go numb. Oh, what am I doing? So I'm so used to the bike I ride that I've been not even realising this bike's a 2024 bike. What's up, brother? What a legend. This is a 2024 bike. It's got a quick shifter and an auto blipper. I have been... Oh, hello. I've been pulling the clutch in. I've been pulling the clutch in every single shift. I don't need to. I don't need to let off. I can just blip. And now that I'm getting the use out of the quick shifter, because this is my first experience with a quick shifter, oh, it feels lovely. God, does it feel lovely. It feels a bit strange though, because everything I've ridden has not got a quick shifter. So to then be, see, I've just done it again, pull clutching, to then be relying on a quick shifter or not having to pull clutching, it's strange, but it's also refreshing. This is the only problem, because it's a demo ride, we're going to be waiting in traffic. I've just done it again, clutching. Watch Adam. Watch Adam, you don't need to. See? Goes up. You know, I'm really just enjoying this. The weather's out, it's lovely. I'm still here, I'm still here. On your right, on your right. I kind of wish I were going to jump on another. So I can see the benefits of demo days, because it's a lot more. There's tons of bikes, you could book onto loads of them if you wanted. Like, I could have booked this and then followed it up by 11 o'clock, I could book onto a ZX-10R. And I've got to admit, this 636 engine is just, oh, it's sublime. I love it, I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm a bit of a fan when it comes to bikes and stuff. I'm not disappointed easily at all. So I feel like every time I do sort of these reviews, I'm bigging the bikes up all the time, never really calling them out on what I don't like. Well, I suppose the riding position on this one is the main factor, but the stuff like the engine, the gearbox, the brakes are awesome, the bike looks sexy as fuck. I don't know I almost don't know how to be mean to bikes like this, but that's one of the sides of my channel that I'm really gonna have to learn, because I've got to be honest, and I want to be honest. I don't just want to be a blooming yes man who's full of, oh no, this bike's amazing, this one's amazing, this one's amazing. No one will ever know what to buy. Got to get in the mindset of other people. Yeah, I think we're definitely on our way back now. There's your Ninja 650. And then we've got the other dealership down the bottom end of Shipley, which is your Triumph Ducati. And I'm going to take the 2024 Daytona 660 out on demo from Triumph, hopefully at some point next weekend if I can. That would be pretty mega. One last pull. That was a bit weird getting into gear. I have just complimented you and your gearbox, Kawasaki, but an absolute divine feeling bike, an even better looking bike, and in this colour scheme, like I said before, oh god yeah, I would not say no to one of these. And don't get me started on how they probably feel on track, because I bet they are next level. Oh my god, I need to get this helmet off, these lights are ridiculous. Please. And that's us done. Ooh. Excuse me mate, can I just come in there? Excuse me mate. No, you're right. Oh, there we go. Oh.
I'll bend them up,
yeah.
I'll put them down, but they don't do that. Before I pick them up, I'll bend them up.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Oh god, 2 in 1. What a brilliant bike. And there she is. An absolute blast. Thank you for watching. Peace out, Puds.